Hey students, let me tell you what the unit assignments are that are the big point getting opportunities that you have in this class. So there's 4 unit assignments. I have the class broken down into like 4 chunks of information that come from a variety of chapters in the textbook. And I give you lessons for those. And so there's going to be modules in our Blackboard class, and each of the modules contains a unit's worth of lessons. So there's different videos in different folders within the module that guides you through day by day to complete an entire unit. And at the end of every week, you're going to have 4 lesson folders. And then at the end of those 4 lessons, you're going to have a unit assignment to complete, and you have to rely on your notes from those lessons, the textbook reading assignment that goes with those lessons, and the instructions that I have in the unit assignment. Sometimes those instructions are going to include to use a specific source online or watch a specific video or do something, but the unit assignment will require that you use your gorgeous brain and the information that you've just consumed and digested from the module and come to a result that matches the learning outcomes that we have in the class. And so the unit assignments are 100 points each. So you're watching this video as the last overview of the assignments that we have in this class because I've already covered reflection journals. Those are low stakes. They're 10 points each. You get them over the course of the semester. They're very forgiving because if you skip one here and there, you can do it the next time, so there's 16 opportunities for that. You do 10 of them, and the quizzes are the same. There's 16 opportunities. You do as many of them as you can until you have 10 high scores, and then you can skip the rest if you want. But those reflection journals and quizzes are very low stakes. Your unit assignments are much higher stakes. They're 100 points each. And I'm going to scroll down here in the background and look at the course schedule. You will notice that the lessons open specific days, and they're due, the stuff inside of them are due 2 days later. So this one opens May 28th, our first day of class, and 2 days later, everything in that folder in that particular weekly lesson is due, or daily lesson is due. The next day, more lessons due 2 days later. The next day, more lessons due 2 days later. On day 4, which is the last time we have a daily lesson, those things in that day 4 folder are going to be due 2 days later, but you'll also have this unit assignment, which is sometimes due 2 days later, as in this case, and other times you have a couple of days more. The first unit assignment doesn't have very much information behind it, and so you have a quick turnaround, and if you keep up with the requirements of the class, you will have more than enough information in your notes and from your textbook to complete that first unit assignment within that 48-hour period. That's the thing that you should focus on. So I want to talk to you about this turnaround, this quick turnaround for the unit assignments, because the low stakes things, the quizzes and the reflection journals, these are low stakes because they're only 10 points at a time, and you're supposed to skip some of them. So my commentary or my suggestion for you is to plan ahead. If I were you and I was super organized, now I have a terrible time procrastinating. I know you probably don't have that situation, but I am a terrible procrastinator. It's a plague in my life. So I know that that's not you. But if I were you and I wasn't a terrible procrastinator, I would plan to skip the quiz from day 4 and skip the reflection journal from day 4. Until I had unit assignment 1 done. I wouldn't skip watching the lessons and taking notes on the lessons, because you need to watch the lessons and take notes on the lessons and read the assignment that goes with the lessons to use it to do well on unit assignment 1. But I would focus on unit assignment 1 because that is what you're going to get your most points from. If you have time after that to go back and do a reflection journal, or if you're just super organized and you want to go ahead and get it knocked out, then do that quiz 4 and that reflection journal 4 right away. Like, watch the lessons and do it right away so that you have the rest of the 48 hours to focus on that unit assignment. It works the same way for week 2. You will see that day 1, day 2, day 3, within that week, different lessons are going to open. You have a 2-day turnaround to complete those things. But look at this. You have on day June 6th is day 4 of week 2. You have unit assignment 2 open. It's due 3 days later. So this one is a little more forgiving than the first one. Please make sure that you see these due dates, okay? So